Hello, this is Webster from My Therapy Garden. We're playing the dirt, have to take away the hurt. Today, we're taking a second look at the Eastside Garden. We looked at it a month ago, so we're looking at changes now the month following. I have to say it was really hot and dry here, so a lot of my hydrangeas got burnt, which you will see, which typically happen in the summertime, because it gets so hot here that the hydrangeas burn. But that's a part of gardening in the south. So first we have our Japanese maple here, looking good. It's Tomukiyama. And the daylilies. And lots of the daylilies are now spent, but we still have lots of bloom. If you know the names to all these daylilies, go ahead and just drop a line down below. And while you're at it, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. We have a smooth hydrangea right here, and this is a Invincible. We know when Invincible comes out, it look more pink or purple, more like this one here. But as time goes on, it bleach out in the sun and to a white, and then looking more of this lime green color that it has now. And that's our Invincible. We have lots of hydrangeas. And our dahlia, pretty yellow dahlia. And you can see the sun burn some of them and they're drying out right now. But our endless summer hydrangea, and we have a lizard right there just enjoying the cool, well, it's not cool, enjoying the warmth of the day now. And again, these are endless summer hydrangea. But down in here we have a little tough stuff. And right beside it, we have a tough stuff aha, which is a bit taller. But you can see again the flower burnt, all turned brown. And it is the first year in this garden space, so we didn't get lots of flower on it. Pretty much have just this one flower. You can see the double of the floret right there. But we pretty much have just that one flower in it. So hopefully next year we can have more flowers to this tough stuff aha and little tough stuff. Okay, we have another smooth hydrangea, another Invincible, and this one is Marvet, or Little Marvet. I think it's Little Marvet. And the first Invincible, which is the lace cap, right back over here, would come out in the same purplish or mauve color that we have this one. And the little Marvet here is more of a mop head. It's more rounded than the other Invincible, which is a lace cap. So we still have some color to enjoy before they go totally brown because of the sun. Our umbrella pine in a pot in the back here, looking lovely, I must say. And then our geisha gone wild Japanese maple. I've lots of new growth on it. I cut it back a bit, trying to get it to be, more dense. But again, we can see the limbs just going up, doing what a plant would do. But later on, like in the fall, I'll cut it again to try and keep it more of a rounded shape Okay, so we have a little touch of whimsical right here where I'm trying to put moss, trying to get the moss to grow in my bird feeder that I have. This little bird feeder I got at Wayfair. It cracked in the winter because I left it outside. So now I just put moss in it to just have a touch of whimsy along here. Right underneath my Japanese maple, my geisha gone wild. The creeping Jenny is just taking over this space. Just taking over this space. I like it because it's like a living mulch. However, we used to have some, if I zoom in, you might be able to see just a little peering or peeping through of the creeping phlox right there. Now we had creeping phlox here, but the creeping Jenny is just overpowering this area. Or heuchera in the back, and I can see that they're flowering. And of course you don't grow heuchera for these flowers because they're pretty much insignificant. It's for the nice leaves, shape of the leaf, color of the leaves, and so on. We have some oxalis underneath our little pot here, right between all this daylily. And the oxalis are blooming. And I like the triangular shape of the oxalis leaves. And the creeping Jenny is just coming out in the walkway. I'm still struggling with my moss for the walkway. We get lots of sun here in the morning. No shade till about 2 o'clock. So it's not the ideal condition for moss to thrive and grow in. But I'm still trying to have moss along here so it can have a kind of a Japanese-esque look to it. And it's not a Japanese garden, but it will be Japanese-esque, I always say. Okay, so we continue. Back up here, our other, oh, this is pretty daylily right here. Nice bright color to it. That's beautiful. Okay, and our Missouri, or the macrophylla hydrangea that we have here, Missouri. And Missouri, 3rd year in the garden now, and she's putting on lots of flower. Lots of flower. Of course, the sun really damaged it a bit. And it's brown now. It was beautiful and blue. But I was just waiting to show different change in the garden in different season. So I didn't get it at its peak when it was so beautiful. But this is a new hydrangea I got. And this is a hydrangea from first edition. And this is Eclipse. So it have red leaves. And of course the bloom is also red. But we know it can change color. Depends on the pH of the soil. Our Japanese maple in pot here. And this is Prince Charming. It's a fine leaf Japanese maple. Kind of a reddish green color. Surviving nicely in this garden space. Surrounding the pot, Alliboris. More heuchera in the back here. And I know, if you're new to the channel, you might be wondering why I have heuchera in the back of the garden. The heuchera are here against the wall because the garden was that small when I started. I just had a foot, maybe a foot and a half out. I put heuchera along here, but as I expand and expand and expand, then I didn't dig up those heuchera. So they're still against the wall and they're surviving nicely, so I just leave them back there. So you have to actually go back here to see the heuchera. Okay, this is the second misari that we have. We have less burn, less sun damage on this one. It's just a bit bleached, but we can still see that blue color that misari has. And the leaves, the new leaves, have a bit of red to it. Beside misari is another hydrangea, pretty blue, real steel blue that it has. And this, let me find the name for you. Oh, I'd have to find the tag on this one and I'll write it down below. But real beautiful, real beautiful. In the back, we have a lemon lime lace Japanese maple. Lemon lime lace Japanese maple, which is a fine leaf Japanese maple, which is green. So we keep it in the pot back here. And in the foreground. And in front of it, we have this fern leaf maple, Edwards. And Edward is growing nicely. She's getting, or he is, getting pretty tall. So I love the leaves on these fern leaf maple. Nice and green and looking quite healthy. I have a peonies right here. And this is a Bartzilla peonies. I love the seed pods. I know we should get rid of them when they're looking like this. But you know, peonies don't do much after they flower. You know, so I kind of like the seed pod, so I keep it for a while. You know, give you some interest on it. This is another hydrangea that we have. I bought this out from Mr. Maple, and this one is a Sax Red, or the lime lovebird hydrangea, the lime lovebird hydrangea, Sax Red. So second year in the garden, and the first time that it blooms, and it have more of a blue color to it. And these big ferns are Japanese painted ferns called Godzilla. And at the edge we have English boxwood, and these are English variegated leaf boxwood. We have some new hydrangeas planted this year, actually this fall or last fall, so it's the first time in the garden. And these are stargazer, only one flowering right now, but we can see how beautiful it is. Beautiful pink lace cap. Stargazer. Our daylilies, we have a few. Most of them are now spent, which I need to deadhead now, cut back those stalks. Another Japanese maple, and this one is a Maikojaku, or Meikojaku, over your pronunciation. The same one that they commonly call the dancing peacock. Beautiful Japanese maple. There's some verbena boreensis here, which I like. You can see through it, and we still can see the Japanese lantern behind it. Pollinators just love these verbena, and it gives a nice purple color right here. We have this beautiful evergreen, the Chamaecyparis obtrusa, and this one is called verdena. More hydrangea. This is Nico blue, which the blue color is fading because of the sun. Nico blue, and there are two of them right here, so you have this big mound of hydrangea. Nico blue. Right around here was just covered in daylily. We just have a few left, but one of my favorite daylily, the bright color. This one part that we expand this year in early spring, just a little bit. And we have some peonies put there. We also have a camellia. I think this is Hermé camellia, which should be very fragrant. So I put it right at the edge here, so every time I come around this area in the winter, when it's flowering, I should be able to get a whiff of that fragrance. Also a new hydrangea, and this was a beautiful hydrangea. I know it just burnt now, but this is a tough stuff top fun from Proven Winner. We have pictures of this one on Instagram, so please check out Instagram so you can see that at my.therapy.garden. Check out Instagram, my.therapy.garden. You can see lots of individual photograph of the plants that we have. And this little part of the garden, I always call my garden annex, just opposite the Eastside Garden. We have lots of hydrangeas. In the pot is a witch hazel, which flower in the winter time, but now you see it's covered in leaves. And these hydrangea here is summer crush. Endless summer hydrangea, summer crush. I'm trying to keep them red, but you know hydrangea gonna do what they do. Depends on the soil type. So yes, they all start off red, but now you can see some purple and some blue in the mix. I try to give it alkaline to keep it red, but for some reason it's trying to get a mix of red and blue, and then that purple in between. But it's very pretty, still love it. I will try to keep giving it the alkaline for hydrangeas, so the summer crush will be red back here. In the middle, it's not a summer crush, but this is a and the difference is you can see the stalk are red. The stalk are red, where the other hydrangea, the stalks are just green. And that's how you can tell the difference between the original Summer Crush, and this one. So this is my little garden annex, because after I make all the garden, then I make this garden space here. So we just look at the Eastside Garden in the summertime, and previously we look at it in spring. Summer is hard on my plants here because it's really hot here in Georgia, so the colors don't stay for very long because they get bleached out pretty quickly by the sun, and they get burnt, so they're brown. So it's a challenge to garden here in Georgia, and I don't have any big trees to provide much shade. So for now, the flowers are just getting tough love. They're just getting tough love. But they're still beautiful, still love them, and we'll just keep on gardening. So guys, you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Question, comment, drop a line down below. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos are released. From my garden to yours, this is Webster from My Therapy Garden. We're playing the dirt, help me to take away the hurt, and we just do a summer tour of the Eastside Garden. God bless you all. Love you, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.